Hello, this is Mike from Dimensional Walking. Today I want to talk about a very controversial UFO community figure named David Adair. So David, to say the least, is quite controversial, and he often surfaces in the discussions about UFOs, extraterrestrial life, and the enigma called Area 51. He's a self-acclaimed, proclaimed former aerospace engineer. Adair claims to have worked on classified projects at secretive military base, Area 51, where he alleges he encountered advanced alien technology and participated in reverse technology. Now, there's many people, as you probably have heard, that don't believe any of his stuff. And many of them pretty much don't believe it because of his credentials and challenges his background. And it's hard to find anything really concrete going back. Now, let me tell you this. I've worked for aerospace companies for quite a while, okay? About five of them. I've done work for them, okay? And one of the things I've learned is that it isn't that hard, probably, to go back, especially when you have agencies that are really sharp and they can go back and kind of make your stuff disappear, your background, where you work, all kinds of stuff. They can really do it. It's not that hard. And one other example I'll give you is Robert Lazar. I don't believe everything Robert Lazar says, but I do believe some of it. And I've had people that have interviewed him and talked to him, and he's told them some really interesting stuff that, is never divulged. But I believe he's pretty much the real thing. And I'm not saying David Adair is the real thing, but I think he's what he has to say is important to listen to. Okay. So, anyways, remember, the government can take your background, everything around you, change it, make it disappear. And I think in this case, most people, most high level engineers probably owned Area 51. This is exactly what has happened to them. Okay. Let's just get that another way. So Adair claims about his involvement in Area 51 and extraterrestrial technology has been the subject of numerous documentaries, books, and interviews. Okay. In his accounts, he describes witnessing advanced propulsion systems, anti gravity devices, and even alien beings. No, guess what? Alien beings. He alleges that the U.S. government has been in the possession of extraterrestrial technology for decades and has used it to develop advanced military and civilian technologies. Now, I pretty much totally believe that part of whatever he's saying, okay, and always have. Now, I know this is kind of old hat news to most people, but he's been saying this for a very long time before it was popular to say it, okay? So, so one of his most controversial claims is the assertion that he was involved in the development of a revolutionary propulsion system based on anti-gravity principles. Okay, and I'll talk about that a little later. He suggests that this technology could revolutionize space travel and energy production. Again, you know, he's been discredited. Let's face it, but he's got some good things to say. So I'm going to continue. Despite the skepticism surrounding his claims, Adair continues to be a popular figure in the UFO community, which I believe is true. His charismatic personality and willingness to share his experiences have attracted a dedicated following. Absolutely, no doubt about it. So, several years ago, a good friend of mine interviewed him. Now, she is a very skeptical person, generally speaking. Okay, and she was very skeptical of David, but she said in the end that maybe um, there was something to this guy, and there was something to what he's saying. Now, she has interviewed all kinds of people in the UFO community, people that have been at Area 51. She's done it all, okay? And she has really got a good nose, good eyes, and good ears for bullshit. Okay. And she said, honestly, I didn't detect any bullshit. I couldn't verify everything he was saying, but I didn't really detect bullshit. And she said, I've detected a lot of bullshit in my interviews and in my life. Okay. But this time it didn't come across as bullshit. Okay. So, anyways, so let's go over a few of these, some of the key things he talks about. Okay, some of the alien propulsion system that he talks about, and something of a little more detail. So first of all, there's the electromagnetic field manipulation. Adair suggests that the alien propulsion system utilizes powerful electromagnetic fields to manipulate gravity. This could potentially allow for levitation, rapid acceleration, and even uh, tremendous abilities to travel across vast distances instantaneously. Okay, it isn't just like it happens, you know, over years and years and years and years to get across from galaxy to galaxy, or from solar system to solar system. This is done instantaneously. Okay. Then there's something he calls the the warp drive like capacities. Some of his accounts hint to the possibilities of warping space-time, enabling enabling faster than light travel, which of course is against most principles of our known physics today, Einstein's physics. While this concept is still theoretical in mainstream physics, Adair claims and suggests that alien technology may have already achieved such feats. Next, exotic energy sources. So there's something, of course, called the zero point energy. Adair often mentions the utilization of zero point energy, a theoretical energy source that could potentially power advanced propulsion systems. This energy is thought to exist in the quantum vacuum and could provide unlimited supply of power. Okay? Zero point energy. Then let's talk about antimatter. He also alludes to the possibility of antimatter being used as a fuel source, as it could release immense amounts of energy upon the annihilation with matter. Okay? And antimatter. Next, advanced materials. Unidentified materials. Adele claims that the alien spaceships were constructed from materials with extraordinary properties, far surpassing anything known to human technology. These materials could be highly resistant to heat, radiation, stress, enabling the spacecraft to withstand the extreme conditions of long term space travel. Okay? It is important to note that these claims are highly speculative and have not been scientifically verified. Many experts and skeptics discussed Adair's accounts is unfounded and lacking in credibility. However, these theories continue to fascinate and intrigue and interest in the possibilities of propulsion and extraterrestrial technology. So, while Adair's stories may spark imagination, they should be considered as potential hypotheses rather than proven facts. Now, my friend, the interviewer, researcher, and myself always have believed never, ever throw away a possible nugget of truth, because you never really know if that's going to be the golden one. So, anyways, with that said, David Adair, hey, interesting guy for sure. We'll see you. Bye bye.